I'm financially independent. I'm equal to a man. Why do I need to get married? Firstly, the question is, what is the relationship of financial independence vis-a-vis marriage? It's got nothing to do with it. And second is, why are you comparing yourself to a man? When you compare yourself to a man, you automatically put him on a pedestal and put yourself here. We may be financially independent, but it doesn't mean that you can't get married. I don't want to say here that you need a man to complete your life. I know the so-called society that we live in always explains to a girl that you need a man in some form or the other. You need a man either in the form of a brother, a father, a son, to get completed. I know when you say that you're financially sound, that you've got it all and you don't need now a man to complete your life. I completely agree with you that you don't need a man to complete your life. But being independent, financially independent, doesn't mean when you go and get married, when you want to look for a boy, aren't you looking for a boy who's older than you? Nobody wants to get married to somebody who's younger. Aren't you looking for a boy who earns more than you? Aren't you looking at somebody who you can look up to you? Who you can look up to? Aren't you looking at someone who's taller than you? So when we are in the beginning of marriage, looking at somebody who's older than us, taller than us, and more educated than us, has more money than us, then automatically that disparity comes immediately. Now, marriage has got nothing to do with financial stability. You can still have your money and you can still have the fun of marriage. But roles are very defined. There are certain roles that come in a man's life and there are certain roles that come in a woman's life. And time and again we have spoken about relationships. If you know how to handle relationships, it's very easy. But if you don't know how to handle relationships, it becomes an uphill task. Now, contribution is a game. A lot of people say, I want equality. Fine, your in-laws can give you equality, your husband can give you equality, but mind you, your children will never give you equality. When a child falls, he's always going to say, hi mom. When a child feels hungry, he's always going to come to the mother. Our roles are very, very defined. Now, how do you make your importance? You can work, you can have a career, and you can run the house as well. How? By using a support system. And you have abundance of relatives around you to create that support system, or you get help from outside. Remember, if you are important in the house cannot run without you. The family cannot run without you. And one of the strong parts of this is where you take up certain decisions in the house, where you take up your intelligent ideas and incorporate them into the house, where you don't feel like a threat to the male counterpart and you don't feel like a threat to the in-laws. Our parents taught us to be confident in life. Our parents taught us to be self-sufficient in life. But yet, when the matrimonial columns come, there is not a single matrimonial column that talks about a confident bride, that does talk about a self-sufficient woman. They all run away from here. Girls may have changed in this generation, but boys haven't. Society hasn't. In-laws haven't. So bridge the gap. You can have both. And it's important. Life is very long. Life is very long, and there are times when you need somebody to cry on. A shoulder that is like a rock to you, so that you can move ahead in life. You can accomplish your business. You can accomplish your careers. Nobody is stopping you. You've got all the education for it. You can have your own money, but you can have marriage as well.